How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Catch you on Monday, August the 21st as we get this video to you. Have your free pick in just a second here. Your free pick today is going to be between Baltimore and Washington in the NFL. And that game goes off at 8 o'clock today. I am aware I did not do a video this weekend. I was under the weather, not feeling that great. But I did do a live show for everybody this morning. If you caught the live show, and it's recorded. You can go back and look through the playlist, which has my name, Arun Shiva or Indian Cowboy. It has the playlist there, and it was a live show. It's available for everybody. I think I recap it on the 22nd minute or something like that, or the 20th minute. Has 8 really good thoughts for you. So check that out. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around for, 19 years now. Been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. Have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections are over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections, where you get double the content, is our YouTube premium selections, where you get 3 extra selections, all for just $20 a month. It is our teaching channel where we teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games in depth. And for just $20 a month, probably one of the best deals on the internet, because you also get a live show on Wednesday and Thursday nights as well. 200 selections for just $20 a month, which is pretty awesome. Our final best selections are our free picks and leans, which is on a daily video, which is what you're watching right now. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as a link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections in the comment section as well. If you want even more content, hop onto our Twitter as our consensus report, our trends and late night ball games, our hot takes on sports, and latest updates. So what do I need to tell you? We swept the board yesterday. We gave you the Rockies in baseball, 4-unit winner. We went 4-1 this football week in week 2 of NFL preseason, 8-2 the last 2 weeks. Back-to-back 4-1 weeks. Week 1, 4-1. Week 2, 4-1. MLB WNBA sweep. And we also wanted Indiana in the WNBA 4-unit selection. Indiana -3. So a pretty great weekend. Join us for the football season. Join us for the baseball season. Baseball has been a winning season so far. 4-unit selection in soccer between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. And excited to resume the WNBA tomorrow. And we had a winning weekend in MMA, 2-2 for plus 300. Your free pick today is going to be on the over between Baltimore and Washington in tonight's football game, the over 37.5. Now, nobody really thinks this game is going to go over. The public is on the under. They just think there's too many points here, but I like the over here, and I'll tell you why. We have 4 thoughts today, so nice, solid video today. I like the over here because I actually thought Baltimore their quarterbacks played pretty well in their last game. The final score was 20-19. They scored 20 points in the last 3 quarters. And if you take a look at the box score for these Baltimore QBs, 8-12 for Johnson, 8-11 for Huntley. Brown struggled, but Johnson and Huntley did great. And we might see a Lamar Jackson sighting, not this week, but next week. So I thought they did pretty well. And then if you look at Cleveland, if you look at Washington, I should say. If you look at Washington, I think Washington can be an active dog today. I think with everybody's eyes on them, I think they'll do quite well today. Howell went 9 for 12, and Brissett went 6 for 10. But he did throw an interception. I think you're going to see more from Fromm today. He went 5 for 26. I think so. They might let him sling it a little bit more. And I like the fact that Washington can be a little bit of an active dog. I like the fact that the total came out so high. 37.5 is a little bit of a high total. It kind of reminds me of the Carolina Giants total, and the game went over. Cincinnati, Atlanta was 37. But typically, 37.5 does seem high, especially for a Baltimore game. But I think they're going to let them play here a little bit today, and I like the over between Baltimore and Washington. I also like the Reds a lot today. I nearly made the Reds as my free play today, even though they're a solid dog. But I like the Reds today. I think, and by the way, the Detroit Cubs game is your YouTube premium selection. But as far as the Reds today, the Reds have a lot of value today. I know they come in as a decent priced dog. If I can find the game, I can tell you about it. Did it get postponed? The Reds game might have gotten postponed. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see the Reds game on the board anymore, but I did like the Reds today. I thought they were a solid dog, and I thought it was a great fade on the Angels pitcher. So moving on, Mets Braves, that's YouTube Premium. Seattle White Sox today. Hopefully that didn't get postponed. It did not. For the Seattle White Sox game, I like Seattle run line, but I also like the Seattle under as well. And I probably like the run line, but I kind of really like the under as well. I don't know which one to take. Probably the under, just because I think that Luis Castillo has won 4 in a row. But he gave up 9 hits in his last game against Kansas City as a -200 favorite and nearly lost that game. He had a bad game. 9 hits and 4 runs. Only 3 strikeouts, which is a season low for him almost, too. He hasn't given up 3 strikeouts. You'd have to go back all the way to April 17th. So I think he's going to pitch substantially better here. And then you get, Tuki Toussaint, who is definitely up and down. But in his last game, he went 4-3-3 against the Cubs. He still won, but he gave up 2 home runs. And I think he'll pitch a little better today. He did go 5-3-0 against the Guardians, 5-3-1 against Atlanta. So he's actually quite a good pitcher. So I like the under here between Seattle and, and Seattle's playing. And I also think Seattle run line makes sense too, but I like the under more here than anything else. Seattle obviously has won 6 in a row coming in, including sweeping Houston as well. But they could come out flat today, so I like the under more probably, but I also like the Seattle run line as well. And finally, I like two more. I like the Cardinals today against the Pirates. They won 7-3 in their last game, 4 or 5 losses for them. Pirates, zero runs in their last game, 3 or 4 losses for them. Drew Rom here, 2 brand new pitchers. Rom does make sense. He's incredibly talented, and I can see the Cards doing well here. He's a stud. The total should go over with 2 brand new pitchers, but I still like the Cardinals at the end of the day. I just think that Rom is a stud, and he probably comes through. Kansas City, Oakland, that is YouTube Premium. Boston, Houston, that is YouTube Premium as well. Miami, San Diego, I got to go with the Padres run line. I think it's pretty simple. Miami lost 1-3 and 1-3 against the Dodgers in back-to-back games. This team really doesn't lose 3 in a row, and I get that. But Waka, man, 5-3-0 against Baltimore, 5-5-1 against the Reds, 6-4-2 against San Francisco. He's had 11 straight quality starts. What do you do with a guy like that? You got to take him. So I like the Padres run line today, even though they're a massive public favorite. But they did lose 1-8 and 4-6 against Arizona in their last 2 games. So it's not like they're not going to be motivated either. So I'll take the Padres run line as well. That is your daily free pick video. Again, YouTube Premium today. 4 good thoughts, and I'll have that for you in about 5 minutes. Kansas City, Oakland, Boston, Houston, Mets, Braves, Cubs, Detroit. See you guys back here tomorrow. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.